Welcome to Sailing Sweet Ruka. I'm Kate, this is Curtis, and Roxy the Sea Dog. This week we take off from the remote atoll of Amanu towards the famous island of Tahiti. We are looking forward to fixing or replacing our autopilot, but first we must make the 3-day trek dead downwind in rolly and confused seas. We take a shot at trying a sail plan we have yet to use on our J-Boat's J46. Join us as we tackle another challenging leg in the Pacific Ocean.
I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got underneath the surface and you shattered every wall.
Okay guys, we just got the anchor up and we are underway. We did not hoist the mainsail here because we're thinking we might sail jib only. We're gonna have the wind just directly behind us, DDW, and some pretty big waves. So we're looking for a little comfortable cruise, and we gotta get outside of this atoll yet still. So anchor's up, chain floats are off, and yeah, we're gonna see where we're gonna end up, maybe in Moorea, and then off to the next place. So we'll see how this passage goes. At least the sun is shining. Sailing. Well, yeah.
We had to time up our exit of Amanu to leave one of the 2 narrow passes when we could avoid standing waves and strong currents.
I'm ready. Want me to go up there?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go fairly
Fast?
yeah, so I have really good steerage.
Okay.
There was quite a bit of chop as we approached the pass, so Curtis went in with speed to make sure he had good steerage. Once in the pass, the waters were flat and we made it out safely.
Oh, hey guys, don't you hate it when you forget to push the start button on the camera? Well, I've got some wheat flour, white flour, and some seeds, a little bit of olive oil and salt, and I've got that ready to go now here in my mixing bowl. We're just gonna make a little bit of tepid water now to get our little boat bread ready to go. Oh, and also some yeast. So that's all mixed up together here with a little bit of olive oil, and then we'll add our water. big wave. All right, guys, we've got our dough ball. My hands are clean. And now we're just gonna let this rise for about an hour and a half, covered. Well, we let the bread rest overnight because it's wheat bread and it just wasn't rising fast enough for me. So here we are the next day, and let's see how it looks. Oh, nice. I think that actually looks pretty good. It's spread out all the way in the pot here, and I think we're gonna have a nice bread this morning. Let's get cooking.
Nice. Yeah. All right, let's give it a try.
Well, we are sailing from Amanu in the Tuamotus to Moorea, which is right next to Tahiti, and it is that way, and the wind is directly from behind us, the east. So we're sailing dead downwind with this wonderful cruising setup we've got going on. We could fly the spinnaker and sail hotter angles and jibe, or we could try this whisker pole. We've never actually done this setup before with the staysail and the jib wing on wing, and it's working pretty well now that the waves are a little bit smaller, but it's definitely the cruising mode for this boat. We are not hitting our top speeds, but that's okay. It's pretty comfortable and it's super nice for cruising, which is what we're doing. But that's why we love this boat. When we want to go fast, when we want to get out there and rip along, we can, or we have the option to just relax and enjoy. So yeah, that's what we're doing on this trip from Amanu to Moorea.
We've tried almost every sail setup available on Sweet Ruka. Sailing jib only, mainsail only, gennaker only, main and jib, main and runner, main and gennaker, main gennaker and staysail, and main jib and staysail. But we've never done dual head sails without a mainsail dead downwind. So we gave this cruisy approach a try, bobbing back and forth in the swell.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the other. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.
Did we like this sail setup? Curtis claims it was a bit slow for his taste, but he is open to trying new things. I liked the relaxed sail even if it took a little longer to arrive. I wonder if we will use this sail setup again. How do you guys make passage making dead downwind? Let us know in the comments. Throughout the trip, we avoided little islands and atolls along the way, but the last one before we arrived to Tahiti appeared mountainous and glorious after the sunrise. This island was such a change from the flat atolls in the Tuamotus.
Well, everybody, we are on our final stretch to, we think, Tahiti now. We were originally planning for Marea, but we found a few anchorages that look good to maybe come in at night. We had to leave Amanu at a certain time to make it out of the cut with the currents at the right time. And if we would have sailed a little bit faster, maybe we would have made it in the daylight hours today. But I think we're going to end up making it in the dark, which is okay if we can find a good safe place to enter. You're not allowed to come into the marinas at night, and we've heard that they're pretty full. They are first come, first served bases. So anyways, we are just chilling, and we think we're gonna come into Tahiti, anchor for the night, try and get a slip tomorrow, so maybe we can work on the autopilot provision and then eventually check out of French Polynesia. And while we're sailing here, I just happened to see a little sliver of land coming out of the clouds, and it reminds me a lot of when we first arrived to the Azores. Even though this was only a short 3.5 day passage, it's still really cool to see such a big island like that off in the distance when we came from such a small place like Amanu in the Tuamotus. As you can see behind me also, we did jibe in the middle of the night. It's not my favorite thing to do. These waves are just atrocious. We were just talking about how we don't remember this many big waves when we were doing the Atlantic crossing. And they come from all directions. Even when it's light air, you've got this chop, and it just makes for, as you can see, this sort of banging motion, which really is not good for the boat. But we're doing what we can with what we have, and we made a good jibe with the pole. Took the staysail down because we're a little bit of a hotter angle, not exactly dead downwind, and we're just gonna go around the north side of Tahiti up here and see where we end up, maybe in Venus Point. We shall see. Gonna enjoy the rest of the day. Had a really good bread earlier, and looking forward to civilization again.
Good morning, everyone. We pulled in late last night, probably sometime around like 11:30 or midnight, into this anchorage here in Venus Point, and it is pretty packed. I mean, you don't see that many boats, but we are in 80 feet of water, which is not a problem, but you know, when you're coming in at night and you don't really have an orientation of things, it makes for a pretty interesting time. The anchor set really well, supposed to be good mud holding, and hopefully we'll get a dock today so we can do a little bit of exploring of the island. It'll make it a little easier. Trying to leave the dinghy somewhere is a bit trickier, so anyways, we'll see how the day goes. It was a great passage, and we're looking forward to seeing a little bit of Tahiti.
Looking at me, looking at you, feeling so deep, gonna catch an overload. Looking at me, looking at you, babe. I've been looking at you all day. Looking so good, looking at me, making me feel like I do it all for you. Looking so good, looking at you, babe. Hey, I think I'm into you. You make me wanna put my roots down. We'll never fly unless we try. Unless we try. Wanna get in close with you. You make me wanna put
Go ahead, Port Control. This is Sweet Ruka.
Okay, the freeze out on site and the push is clear.
Aru.
Aru, entering the pass. Our destination is Marina Tahiti.
Well, copy. Destination Marina Tahiti. Maruru. Stand by on channel 12.
Copy, 1-2.
After so much time in the remote wilderness, it felt weird being back in the big city. We left Venus Point and entered the reef, calling port control to be clear of airplanes on the runway. Then it was just following the buoys inside the protection of the reef.
I think I'm into you. You make me wanna put my roots down. We'll never fly unless we try. You make me wanna put my roots down. We'll never fly unless we try. Unless we try.
Whoa, dolphins, holy cow.
Hey, I think I'm into you. You made me wanna put my roots down. Made me wanna pull my roots down. Yeah. Wanna get in close with you. Made me wanna pull my roots down. Made me wanna pull.
The number of boats inside the reef was staggering, but we're here to get some work done and play hard too. It's hard to believe we sailed all the way from the east coast of the United States and around the tip of South America to the famous island of Tahiti. It's time to enjoy the sun and warm temperatures and maybe run into some other cruisers while we're here. But can Curtis pull into the tight space at the dock first? Let's find out. Don't forget to like and share this video, as it's the easiest way to support our channel. Sign up on Patreon and join the list of names scrolling on the screen for extra content. And as always, don't forget to click subscribe and come along for the ride. See you next time!